one game, one night at the Emirates, and a place in the Champions League final is up for grabs tonight. This is a massive game in which Arsenal face Atletico Madrid in the second leg of the semi-final of the Champions League, and Arsenal are seeking to move to the final for the first time since 2006, where we lost to Barcelona 2-1. So this is massive and fast. Let us hear the Champions League anthem. Fantastic anthem. Now, Arsenal are going to be playing in the semi-final of the Champions League at the Emirates. Kickoff is almost an hour away, and in the first leg versus Atletico, we went to the Metropolitano, and this is what happened in the first leg between Arsenal and Atletico Madrid. So it was a very feisty game, plenty of opportunities to score, but the game was decided by 2 penalties. Chances were plenty also in the game, but it was 2 penalties that decided the game, and VAR controversy. Victor Gyökeres scored in the semi-final, the first player to score the Champions League semi-final since Saka versus PSG. Then wonderful block by Gabriel, and then Julian Alvarez managed to score. Griezmann hit the post. Oh, very close to actually winning and deciding a tie. So we all know the importance of this game. A place in the UEFA Champions League final, very close. And you know, as they say in football, there is always a chance. So this is a massive opportunity for Arsenal to make a statement, to show that they are the best team in the Europe or in the world. So you can see we came from far, faced Leverkusen in the round of 16, then we faced Sporting Lisbon in the second, in this quarterfinals, and then in the semi-finals, we have already played Atletico Madrid away, and now we are going to be facing them at home. And this is also a huge advantage, as I said, because finishing top of the group phase allowed us to play all the second legs at home. It's an advantage. So what we have done, we go away, we either take a draw or we win 1-0, then we come and finish the job at the Emirates. So this is very exciting tie, and we are expecting fireworks today, simply because these are 2 of the best managers in the world of football. And regarding this game, Atletico Madrid are coming into this game fully rested and fully prepared, because they made 11 changes to their side in the weekend as they beat Valencia 2-0, while we made 5 changes to our game when we beat Fulham 3-0. And you know, in the Premier League, you cannot just make 11 changes. The Premier League will be beaten, especially in the title race. So this is an important game, exciting. We need the home crowd. You can see Arteta is calling on the home fans to be in early. Yeah, and I believe that the atmosphere today is going to be electric, and we need all the supporters from all over the world to cheer every tackle, every single pass, every shot. We should back this team for what they have shown this season, the effort that they have put in to be in the Champions League of the semi-final, to be 5 points clear at the top of the Premier League with 3 games to go. After Manchester City dropped points versus Everton this season, it has been a fantastic effort by the boys and also by Mikel Arteta. So now it's time to deliver. And the key message for this game is we need to take opportunities and we need to be ruthless as well. So first encounter which is coming, and if you look at the odds for this game, the bookies are favoring Arsenal to win with an odd of 1.64 to Atletico's 5.54. The reason for this is that Arsenal are playing at home, very good home record in the Champions League at home, unbeaten in the Champions League. So that is also a reason why Arsenal are heading into this game as the favorites. And you can see the potential lineup with Raya, Calafiori, Eze, Gabriel, Gyökeres, Lewis Kelly, Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka, Saliba, Trossard, and Ben White. So that is the expected lineup for Arsenal. That will start very strong lineup like the one that faced Fulham. And for Atletico, Oblak, very experienced in goal. Julian Alvarez, Griezmann, striking partnership, one of the best. Then there is Hanko, Koke, captain, Lenormand, Lorente, Ademola Lookman, and Tubin, as well as Rivieri and Giovanni Simeone, who is the son of Diego Simeone. So what is at stake here is huge. A chance to play in the Champions League final for the first time in 20 years. That is an opportunity that Arsenal cannot let slip, but also need to respect our opponent, because Atletico Madrid beat Barcelona to reach the semi-final. So regarding team news, there was some update today. Martin Odegaard and Kai Havertz will be available or will be part of the squad today, and that is a huge boost, having the captain and as well Kai Havertz, one of the best technically gifted players at Arsenal in terms of his intelligence, his movement, how he likes to move into spaces, tight spaces. He knows how to maneuver, shift defenses. So this is a huge boost. Odegaard with his vision, with his passing. But the key question for me is in midfield. Are we going to play with Zubimendi or are we going to play with Miles Lewis Kelly? Because after that performance against Fulham by Miles Lewis Kelly, Arteta surely has to be thinking of playing him in this game, because he put in one of the best performances by a midfielder. And one thing I am thinking is Miles Lewis Kelly is more fresh than Zubimendi. Zubimendi has played a lot of games. Yeah, Zubimendi has played a lot of games, and you know that Zubimendi is also at Spain international, meaning he's also played for his country. So that is one position I would like to see if Arteta will make any changes. So what do I expect from Atletico Madrid? I expect them to be physical. I expect them to be aggressive. I expect them to come and absolutely be solid. So this is going to be, it's not going to be a high scoring game, according to me. It is going to be a very tactical chess match that is going to be decided on fine margins. So key players for me are Victor Gyökeres. Gyökeres, of course, is on form, now 21 goals in all competitions, and that is something to be proud of. And on the other side as well, Julian Alvarez for me is the talisman, is the dangerous player to watch, and he's the first player to score, is the youngest Argentina player to score 25 Champions League goals, surpassing Lionel Messi's record of 42. So this is an incredible game for the neutral as well. People want us to fail, of course. Yes, people want us to fail, but we need to ensure that we progress into the final. We are now having the momentum, and we are also having the experience since we beat Atletico 4-0 in the group stage. That will help us mentally, and playing at the Emirates in front of our fans with the atmosphere, with the passion. Yeah. We need to take this game to Atletico, and we need to ensure that we come out as winners in this game. So for me, my prediction, I'm going to go with a 1-0 to the Arsenal. I think it's going to be a very tight game. I think it's going to be edgy. I think there's going to be some tension, a bit of physicality. Yeah, that is what I'm expecting. One will be narrowing, but I expect Arsenal to make the final. The good thing is Arsenal have momentum, and when Arsenal usually start winning games in a row, they can go on a winning streak of beating teams. And winning is a very important feeling, as we all know. So for me, I'm predicting 1-1 draw, and I expect us to go and beat Atletico Madrid. But it's going to be easy. Then this is not Fulham. Yeah, Fulham just gave us an easy ride, but Atletico are going to bring in firepower, and of course, there are some things they're going to change from the first leg as well. So Julian Alvarez, we need to keep him quiet today, but I trust David Raya. And by the way, David Raya has won the Golden Glove for the third consecutive season. So one of the best goalkeepers in the world, not even in the Premier League, in Europe. Yeah, 3 consecutive clean sheet Golden Glove awards in the Premier League, the hardest league in the world. So David Raya, massive player for us. That defense today should be solid because it will be tested. Julian Alvarez will be shooting from everywhere. Griezmann will be shooting from everywhere. So we need to ensure that we are solid at the back. And then when it comes to transition, quick breaks. And I think today Martinelli is going to start because he produces that firepower and quick transition. So that is what I am expecting today. And regarding the title race, we saw Everton holding Manchester City to a draw. So it is not over, as the Grand Rise say. So even for this game, you have to respect Atletico Madrid, you have to respect their manager, you have to we cannot take this lightly, this game any lightly. They rested players ahead of this game, and of course they have a game plan in which they want to come and put to the test at the Emirates. So this game will be decided mentally as much as tactically because the crowd needs to be there. And for me, it will be tight. But at the Emirates, I believe we have everything to get to. We need to get to this final. So, viewers, do you believe that Arsenal can make the Champions final? Because I believe. Why? We have been one of the best teams in Europe, finishing top of the group phase. We have managed to maneuver to the semi-finals. People said we had an easier draw, but we took advantage of that. We are playing at home, so I think everything is favoring Arsenal to reach the first Champions League final in 20 years. And then from there, we shall see what will happen. So this is the Arsenal part. If you are new, subscribe, share this video and like, and I believe that we are going to make history tonight in the biggest tournament in world football. Fantastic. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the tactics. We need to have every single fan on side. Let's do this. Come on, you Gunners. See you in the next video.